Is your CPU not displaying anything on the screen? There could be various reasons for this. Today we'll guide you step by step on how to troubleshoot this problem. First, check the display connection. Make sure that your monitor is properly connected to the CPU. Verify that the monitor is turned on and set to the correct input source. Inspect the power supply. Ensure that the CPU is receiving power. Check whether the power cables are securely connected. If you have a separate graphics card, make sure it is properly installed in the motherboard and has a power connection if needed. Check for faulty hardware. Disconnect any unnecessary external devices like a keyboard or mouse and try booting again. If you have multiple RAM modules, try booting with only one at a time, as a faulty RAM stick could cause display issues. Reinstall the graphics card. If you have a dedicated graphics card, try reinstalling it in the PCI Express slot. Use onboard graphics if available. If your CPU has integrated graphics and you have a dedicated graphics card, try connecting the monitor to the motherboard's video output to see if the onboard graphics are working. Listen for beep codes or check the diagnostic LEDs on the motherboard. These can provide clues about the nature of the problem. Monitor for overheating. Ensure that the CPU and GPU are not overheating. Check whether the cooling systems like fans or liquid cooling are working properly. Reset the BIOS UEFI. Reset the BIOS UEFI settings to default. This can often be done by removing the CMOS battery from the motherboard for a few minutes and then reinserting it. Test with another monitor cable if possible. To rule out problems with the display device, try testing with a different monitor and/or cable. Test with minimum hardware. Disconnect all unnecessary external devices and try booting with the minimum necessary hardware, such as the CPU, one stick of RAM, and the GPU if necessary. Inspect for physical damage. Examine the motherboard and components for any signs of physical damage, such as burnt areas or damaged connectors. If you've tried these steps and still have no display, it may make sense to consult the documentation for your specific hardware or seek professional help. If your system is under warranty, contacting the manufacturer's support could also be a good option. In the end, we've seen how we can solve our CPU's display problems.